bringing about a new segment. We saw some stuff online and we just figured, wow, we really got to talk about this. This is crazy. So because of this, Miss John Juan Mays and I, we created a new segment called BullShip. Gabriel Moreno, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. This joker tried to hijack a freight truck full of wine in his drawers.
It's crazy.
Not underwear.
No. Yeah.
So we're gonna play this video so you guys can actually see this. It's quite funny to me. This happened in Modesto, so we're gonna play this video. Oh crap! Yeah, we're gonna play this video. I wanted to make sure that I was recording this, so everyone can have the opportunity to see what it is that we see. So
this is funny.
This is crazy.
This is funny.
Makes no sense. So let me go ahead and put this guy on blast.
Now to a wine heist like you've never seen before, only wearing his underwear. Police say a man jumped on a tanker truck carrying bulk wine. And as it climbed up Highway 99, he climbed underneath, unscrewed a valve, and when the vino gushed out, he started guzzling.
CBS 13 Steve Large is along Highway 99 with the video you'll only see on CBS 13.
This suspect just uncorked what may be the wildest ride of any wine heist ever. The dashcam video from a tanker truck hauling bulk red wine on Highway 99 through Modesto first shows the suspect in a sedan putting his hazard lights on, directing the truck to the side of the highway. The truck driver pulls over, believing he may have a mechanical problem, only to see the man in the sedan get out, only wearing underwear. He runs to the passenger side of the truck and out of view. As the truck driver pulls back onto the freeway, another onboard camera captures that suspect jump back into view, then on the back of the wine truck. With no shirt and no shoes, he rides on the side of the tanker. The video then shows him climbing underneath the truck as it hits freeway speeds. That's when the driver noticed a dashboard gauge showing he was losing fluids, hundreds of gallons of red wine. He called the CHP.
I listen to radio. I've listened to thousands and thousands of calls. This one's up there in the top 10.
The truck driver found the suspect, Gabriel Moreno, now under arrest, in an unusual position. Moreno had unscrewed a valve underneath the truck as it was moving up Highway 99. That sent the tanker's wine gushing and Moreno gulping as much as he could.
This individual was able to release the wine from under the tanker, and he placed himself underneath the tanker in such a manner, the best way to describe this is somebody doing like snow angels.
This Highway 99 red wine heist, big and bold, with a finish in handcuffs.
This individual got exactly what they were looking for immediately.
By the way, the trucking company says they weighed their tanker after this was all over and found that they had lost about 1,000 gallons of wine, most of it ending up on Highway 99. That's enough to fill about 5,000 red wine bottles.
So, word.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny. That is so funny. I like wine. I really do. I do. I like wine.
I do too.
Relax, you know, and if I'm having a long day, I'll have a glass. It enhances my conversations. You know, wine is fun. It makes things funny, but I don't like it that much.
How? Okay, so let's talk about what really matters. Why does dude drive around in his drawers? Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
So the very first thing that comes to my mind, I always have to figure out what went through this person's head when they woke up in the morning. So I saw this video and I started thinking, okay, he woke up, you know, got up out of bed, brushed his teeth, you know, ate some food, some breakfast, or maybe he ate breakfast and brushed his teeth. I don't know. But one thing I do know is he ain't putting no clothes on because he's in his car in his drawers. He's driving down the highway, tells the guy over, gets out, and what went through his head was some bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jack this truck.
How did he know the truck was coming through?
How do you know it was wine in the truck? Like
How did he plan this heist? He knew he was going to do it because he had no clothes on, so he know he didn't want to get wine all over him. So I guess he said, I'm going to go in naked.
Is that why?
How did he plan this heist? How did he know the exact moment that this tanker truck was coming with this wine? This right here. This is genius. How did you time that?
Oh my God!
That is crazy.
Wait, he pulled the guy over.
Yeah.
The trucker was. I guess he said he was thinking that okay, maybe there's something wrong because we've been in the freight industry. We've, if we see something off, we'll wave down the truck. Hey, this is off or that is off. We don't want you to get pulled over by the DOT. So maybe he thought the guy was doing something. But then this joker, there's something my dad used to always say about people like this. Most folks of the new generation probably don't understand this term. I remember when I said it before. Even my wife didn't understand what I was saying. My dad would call somebody like this touched. This man is touched.
Very
touched in the head. So he's in his drawers. And then he gets underneath it and unscrews the valve, and then he drinks some of the wine as he's going down the road. So considering that you are hanging on this truck, how do you even know that that's wine spilled out? Maybe he smelt it. It was like, oh snap, I hit jackpot.
It's something is fishy because how did he know that this tanker was carrying wine? And I'm not even going to go there because I don't want to start digging too deep. But all I know is 1,000 gallons of wine.
5,000 bottles. 1,000 gallons, he said, in 5,000 bottles.
5,000 bottles on the highway. On the highway. This is something else. This is a stunt, man. This is a stunt.
I credit the police department.
A stunt show out of this.
I credit the police department whenever they booked him. At least they put some clothes on him because you saw in his mugshot he had some clothes. I don't know if that was an old mugshot or if they gave him some stuff out of Lost and Found. Was like, yo, Joker, put this on. But hey, this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is your segment.
Bullshit that happens in the freight world. People will be surprised on what goes on in the freight world. Wow. Every day we learn something. As who has a segment? I think it's not Steve Harvey, but it's D.L. Hughley, or one of the comedians that has a segment called "You Big Dummy." Now I don't understand.
We're not taking that, DL, but I'm just saying that. Hey,
but it only fits the bill here. What if you would have fallen off?
Yeah,
with no clothes on.
He was trying to drink his fill. You know what else something else that came to mind was like dogs that run after cars. They'll never catch the car, and if they did, what would they do if they caught it? If you actually caught up to the car, you always wonder, what would the dog do? Well, this guy, he caught the truck.
And he got the wine.
He got the wine and drank his fill.
Yeah, they call it waterboard. He waterboarded himself.
Oh man, we just thought this would be a good segment for you guys when it came to Maze Freight Happy Hour.
So what the drivers go through on the road. Drivers not only have to pick up and deliver your freight on time, they also have. These are sometimes why things either a shipment arrives late or is what do you call it? It's the word I'm looking for. The freight is not there. All the freight is not there.
That's a good point. Could you imagine as a broker calling your customer and telling them some naked dude hopped on the truck to hijack it and spilt 1,000 gallons of wine and drank up 2 bottles of it at the same time? Could you imagine what your customer would tell you?
How would that phone call go? Ring, ring. Customer. You're not going to believe this. You're really not going to believe this. Matter of fact, if you watch Channel 5 News right now, you're going to see the person. You're going to see the perp.
Like, you lying. That didn't happen. Oh, really? Let me send you this video.
Well, let me show you. So this is why trucking companies have to have insurance for mishaps and things like this. Anyway, that was fun.
This also brings me to something else. Not things to this extreme happen all the time, but for any brokers out here, here's a helpful tip. A lot of times, because we've had it, Jai, where a carrier has told us about something, big and audacious that has happened on the road. Sometimes it's, really horrible things like fatalities or whatever the case may be, or the road is blocked. If a carrier is telling you that, let them know, hey, look, I'm going to need to be able to present this over to the customer. Could you send me over some information, some pictures, or whatever the case may be, just so I can inform them? Because at the end of the day, some customers will understand and believe you, but a lot of customers won't. So I remember once it was something horrific happened where there was a bad car accident. It blocked up everything from Texas all the way into Colorado, and we had to pull information off of the web. We had to pull news information, send that information over to the customer, and the customer was very understanding. So sometimes things happen. If you can get some backup for it, like a video from the news to show the customer, this joker hopped on the truck and unscrewed the valve and drank the wine, hey, send that over to him. So it can actually help you out.
Okay, so one thing I will say is you want to be honest with your customer about everything. Here at Maze Freight Solutions, honesty is the best policy. And it might seem like it's not true, but we're not going to lie to you. And there are things there is bullshit that happens on the road. I've seen it all of the decade that I've been in business. One thing you will get at Maze Freight Solution is transparency and honesty. And I will tell other brokers out there, build the relationship and set expectations for your customers.
Mm-hmm.
When the freight leaves the dock and is in transit to destination, no one knows what's going to happen on the road. It's the unknown. It is the unknown. We're moving by faith that this freight is going to pick up and deliver. We only put the best drivers on the loads, experienced drivers, the best drivers. That's who we assign to our customers' loads, and drivers who have great driving records. But there are times that things happen outside of the driver's control, just like i.e. a man hijacking the tanker truck for wine and jumping on butt naked with some drawers on and climbing underneath it, risking it all just to get some wine, into his system, when he could have just went to the liquor store. I get you know what he said? He said, I'm gonna be on TV today. I bet you he said he got his fame today, and he did. He did, because
maybe he didn't have any money. Maybe he had no money. Maybe he had no money to go to the liquor store.
Oh man, man.
Maybe he didn't want to go in the liquor store. He didn't have no mask for COVID-19.
He wanted to be on TV. He said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get on TV. And everybody's going to talk about this. Everyone's going to talk about this. And what is America doing? We're all talking about this bullshit that happened with this guy's hijacking this tanker full of wine. But I do want to ensure that to everyone at Maze Freight Solutions, we do our best and we do our due diligence to make sure everyone's freight is safely in transit to its destination, and we always get delivered successful. So we want to make our customers feel secure about that, and we always want to make our carriers know too that we will not give you anything that is too hard for you to do. We only operate in the parameters that you can perform. That's what we operate in. So we just want to let America know, because we're a global company, and we want to reach a global economy. And the only way that you can do that is to instill trust and let your customers know that you are dependable and responsible. But things like this do happen.
This dude was naked. He got in his car. He said, "Today I'm gonna ride a truck in my drawers.
He said, I'm gonna risk it all. For fame.
And
so imagine when he went to jail and he got booked and he went in and the homie said, man, what you in here for? He said, oh man, you didn't believe this, but let me tell you, what? You did what? So yeah, he's famous right now because
wait a second, I had to get that wine, bro. I had to do it.
Word. Well, you did that.
What you in jail for? Man, I ain't paid the child support. What you in jail for? Man, I jacked a truck for some I can't even talk. That's crazy.
It's on the news. Anyway, we want to thank everyone for watching. Tune in to see us till next week. And I just want to tell everyone, be safe. COVID-19 is real.
Yes.
Take care of your truck drivers. Brokers, take care of your customers and your truck drivers. And everybody, America, love thy neighbor. Peace out.
Peace out. We see you next week.